now that I've connected the wiring, and I'll go over the wiring, I put it inside the opening just to show you how it fits. And you can see it easily gets swallowed, so I have to make this around it. Alright, so in this video let's talk about wiring up the ML for the XAV Sony. So this is the Metro wiring harness, which is for the Volkswagen that we saw earlier, and this basically connects to the factory harness on this side. So I'll just label this A8 as a ground so I can see where it goes. So this basically connects in like so, and the factory harness connects over here, and all these wires connect to the Sony wires over here. It's just color matching, as I mentioned earlier, and basically white to white and white striped to white striped and gray and gray striped to gray striped, and basically color matching. The only difference is with the ML, the red and the yellow are reversed. So with the ML you have to connect the yellow to the red and then the red to the yellow. Everything else, yellow to the red and then the red to the yellow. Everything else stays the same. So I'll just do one quick connection, and then the rest are just the same. So the two connections to watch out with the Sony is the green one, which is for parking brake. So I need to find out where the parking brake is. But for now, just for testing, I believe I'll just ground it, and if I ground it, I think it'll work. The other one is a reverse, which is right here, not to be confused. So I don't know where the reverse is for the ML. Ideally, I could connect it to the back when you put it in reverse, but I think there's one in the navigation, so I have to figure out where that is. Do not get confused between this one where it says reverse and it's purple with white line, and then there's also another speaker wire which is purple with a black. And I believe this is one of the speakers. I forgot which speaker it is. So there's purple with the black line, that's a speaker wire, and purple with a white wire is for the reverse. So do not get the two mixed up and then plug it in. So just watch out for that. But there are two purples, one with the black tracer line and one with a white tracer line. Okay, so how we will be connecting is obviously some people just use electrical tape. Some people use crimp and whatnot. But I decided to go with these. These are, I got these from Amazon. And these are the newer kind. And they have solder in them already. And you just use a heat gun. And it'll create a nice shrink wrap seal on the product. The next bigger one is red. And there are some gauges here somewhere. So this goes nice and easy over. And now we will take this one. Now, the way you want to knot these is you don't want to do this and then create a knot. You want them to be evenly over each other as they go on. So something along the lines of this, where they get connected. I'm explaining this to it, but I really can't even do it properly. Because you don't want this to be bulging out, because if it bulges out, then this will not go over. So you don't want it to be bulging out. So here we have it such that it's not bulging out, and there it is. Now I am going to get my heat gun, and we'll torch it to death and see that it shrink wraps nicely. Okay, so here it is. And here's my Harbor Freight Warrior heat gun. Yeah, so you can get this at Harbor Freight. Anyway, I'm going to go with the high and see how well it works. And you want to do it evenly, so I believe you want to turn it as it goes. So let's give it a try. me just take a quick look at this to see that it melted the metal. And I believe it has. It's almost like little. I see like little strands mixed in. So that's a pretty good seal. So now I'm going to do the rest of these. Okay, to cut this, I'm just using this adjustable cutter, and you could set the size of what you want to cut by moving the screw back and forth. So I've set it so that it only closes this much, and there's a tiny little hole there to be able to get through. So I just did a practice cut anyway, and I'll do another one screen. So if you have one of these adjustable ones, it just make it really easy. So you could set the size based on, and then you could just pull, and it cuts off the wire. And you can make it nice and small. And when we connect the other wire, we could just bend one this way, and bend the other wire the other way, and put the connector over it. So that's how I did all the other wires.